Howdy, folks. Welcome to episode 5. We have another guest cat. I don't know if she'll make an appearance or not, but she's just off camera rumbling. If you hear a low rumbling, that's the guest cat. Okay, so. Anyway, we're going to continue where we left off last time. There we go. And we're going to go and get here. Yep, that's the right direction. Okay. Nope, that's not the one. Yeah, that's the right. Okay, that's where we're going. We're gonna go get our cars. So we're gonna go buy our cars. And let me see here. Let me check again. Is that where we want to go? We want to go to the output on this one. So we're gonna go like that when we come back. So we might as well get those flipped around, right? Okay. Yeah, we'll get those swapped around so that we can do this. So I think I mentioned it last time. I'm not positive, but yeah, for those who asked, I'm not gonna be able to get the. Yeah, I think I did already mention it. I'm not gonna update the underground. The other thing is on this one, there's not so much to chop. Honestly, there's tons of open space and everything. It's not such a big deal chopping down because the reason it was a big deal on the other one was, for one, there were like a million trees. Well, there were actually like 250,000, something like that. It was a decent fraction of a million, so I'm almost not exaggerating. But anyway, yeah, there were a ton of trees, and the chopping the trees down was really badly implemented or poorly, whatever, you know what I mean. It was difficult, so it was worth it on the other map, and I think we can still make it happen. You can still load the other maps, the Pine Valley maps. I think you can still load those up and do the tree painting with those. You just can't do it in Lake Valley. So that's going to be the deal on that. I think I'll have to check and see. How that, if it still can open Lake Valley saves and move stuff around on the tracks and everything. If it's just that you can't do the tree painting or what. But no, you're not gonna be able to do the tree painting on. And honestly, if you deleted all the trees from here, it'd probably look pretty bad anyway. So I don't see as much reason to do so on this map like there was on the other one. Okay, so we're gonna go like this. We're gonna buy our cars, and those are gonna be the high side. Yep, iron ore, coal, and barrel. We're gonna buy 3 of these, and let's see. We're gonna get, whoops. High side gondola. We're going to do paint job number 2. And then high side gondola. And we'll do number 3 here. Alright, so let's see what we've got. We're going to set these up. Set this one up. We're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to make this merge out the other side too, is what we'll do. Okay, so we'll get these set up, and then those are gonna come back to here. Okay, so we'll get that all set up. We're gonna take the brakes off of this one. We're gonna go like this. I mean, you know, last few times we did the other way. Here, I don't want to, there we go. We did the other way last few times where we did, where we had the hump, basically. And this one, we're just going to couple this. And then these will be off the main track. There we go. Okay, these are off the main track. We'll hit the brakes here. We're going to do this, take this brake off. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to connect this one. We're going to connect a switch right, like that. And then we're going to connect a switch right. I think we want to go the other way with this, don't we? We want to do the other side. We want to do this one. We're going to go like this. And we're just going to bring this over here. See, it's not going to let me. It's not going to let me connect it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go like this. We're going to put in a 3-foot rail this way. And that's going to go at this angle. Okay. So let's get our, there. We're going to come back this way. There we go. Much better. All right, so that's where our switch is going to come out. It's like that. So that's where we want to put our switch, right? That's where we want our switch. So we're going to go like this. We're going to demolish rails. We're going to demolish this one here. And then we're going to put a switch here. Switch right. We're going to turn this around. Is this going to be 90? Yep, it's going to be 90. Okay. Oh, it's going to want me to put this on top of it, isn't it? Well, that sucks. Maybe we can connect another piece here, right? Let's connect it to the end of there. There we go. All right, cool. See, it's still off. It's still off there. Okay. So we want to go demolish rails, this one, and we want to come back a few meters. All right, so we're going to go like this. I don't think it's going to let me lay this here. Is it going to let me lay it flat here? Because it looks like that's going to line up, right? Yeah, it's too high up. It sucks. Okay. All right, so let me do this. We're going to go like this. We're going to set a piece of track right here. Whoops. And we're going to go like this. Okay. Now, when we lay this down, we should be able to put our switch right here. So we're going to go like this. We're going to go switch right. All right, we're going to go switch right, and we're going to put our switch right here. Why does it look like it? Is it just me? It looks like it wants to... Doesn't it? It looks like it wants to be higher up. Why? Why does this one suddenly want to be... Can I do it with no ballast, maybe? Let's try it with no ballast. Demolish rails. No ballast. There we go. Much better. And I think we want to go 1 degree. There, that's perfect. Like that. Let's try that. Now we should be able to connect everything back up. So we're going to go like, whoops, we're going to go like this. Connect this. We're going to connect this. And I'm not sure why I have anything even off the end of this, but yeah, sure, why not, right? All right. And then we can get rid of this. And then we can connect. And I think we're going to need number 2 on this one. See, because this one's elevated a little bit. Like that. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. I like how there's a tree underneath there. Did you see it before we placed the track? Okay, so this one we want the switch to go this way. And then, yeah, it's close enough because it's a switch yard anyway. So we're going to go like this. We're going to put in a, where is it? Yard limit. There we go. All right. Now we should be good. Let's see what our fuel level is here. We'll get it. We'll see it when we get in. Our fuel is 0. Okay. We do want to put in fuel. There we go. All right. Cool. So let's get going. Forward. Brakes off. All right. There we go. That was weird. I grabbed the mouse and went to turn it. It just really ducked down on me for some reason. All right. I think maybe it was colliding with the thing when I tried to switch views or something. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna flip this switch. Let's. Oh, that was a log that I was carrying. It looked like the little delete thingy. It looked like the little delete icon, so I right-clicked because I didn't want to delete stuff accidentally. You're sitting there with like delete locomotive or something, right? Okay, so we've got a, and we can. All right, we're good. Is one moving? It's moving. Okay. And then we have room here. Yeah, we're not going to go flying off the tracks immediately. Okay, cool. And our brakes are on. Yep, brakes are on this one. Okay. So we're just going to place the pin, take the brakes off, and jump in and go. And then we can go up to the... I don't think these cars are too heavy either. These are not like the solid iron ones that are going to be super heavy. So I think we'll probably be okay. There we go. All right, forward. There we go. All right. See if we can get all this up to the iron mine. We might have to extend the loading docks at the sawmill in order to get the thingies. It sounds like it's slowing down. But yeah, we might need to extend the loading dock up at the sawmill in order to get the other cars on, because we're going to have to pull all the way past with all this. So we're going to have the engine, the tender, and 3 cars going past the loading docks. But we'll see. And we need to bring... we have extra beams, so we need to bring 3 cars full of lumber and 1 car full of beams is what we'll do. We'll bring those all up. And if they're too heavy to pull up the hill, if it's too heavy to pull all this stuff up the hill, then we'll just drop the beams and stuff, because we have 2 sets of... we have enough iron up there that we can fill these twice. So we'll be good as far as that goes. .5 up. Okay. It was already a slight slope anyway. Doesn't look like that makes a difference. Okay. Other than how much fuel you're using. Right? Okay. And our switches... Are the switches set? Yeah, we're good on this. Okay. That almost looked like it was trying to come off the track, didn't it? Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to pull up to the end and back onto that. And these switches should be set now because we set them. So we'll get this all ready to go. And then that is cordwood. We're going to need to bring cordwood up to the... We're going to need to bring cordwood up to the whatchamacallit too, aren't we? Okay. Are we past the switch yet? Yeah, we're past the switch. Okay. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Okay. So we want to put... We're going to put this on here. Do we have the brakes? Yeah, we have the brakes on. Okay, and it's just the one. Pretty sure we just set the one brake. Okay, because we're on level ground. And that one's open. All right, we're good to go. Let's back up here. There we go. Feels like we're going up a hill, doesn't it? There, we'll do that. It'll keep it going till we get there. I like how you only get like 16 inches away and you can't hear the thing anymore. Alright, take the brakes off of that. Or I can only hear it when I start looking at it, and that's weird. Alright. I'm kind of tempted to fill that with, to fill those with cordwood and then bring them up too. Bring a long train all the way up. Maybe push those up. Problem is if we push those up, then we're in trouble, right? I think I know what we can do though. Because it would be kind of cool to be able to bring all that stuff. Because the smelter is going to need cordwood anyway. We're going to have to come all the way back and get cordwood if we don't do that when we go to the smelter. So maybe we should bring those out. Which means that we should put those behind the iron ore and then that last. So we're going to do a little bit more shunting before we get done here, I think. Alright. Yeah, we're going to have a bit more shunting to do. And let's see how far... I don't think that goes very far off the end of that either, does it? Nope. Okay. We'll see what we've got for room. But we need one... So we're going to put the one beams on the very back end. On the very back car. And we'll put the iron... Or the lumber, that is. On this one. Okay, so we're going to bring... I think we might have room. Let's see. It's hard to tell from this angle, isn't it? Yeah, it looks like it's going to be close. Okay, so we're going to put lumber on 2 of these. Whichever 2 it loads up, right? Yeah, I was afraid of that. Let's see if it's going to do the front too. Is that one going to stop? That one's going to stop again. It always does that. Okay. Let's see if that puts it on the front one this time. It does that half the time too, right? There we go. Okay. So then we got to figure out how to get lumber onto this one. Or the very back end, whichever one. Okay. Because we still have room. We do have room. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to come forward by about 1 car length. So let's see. We're going to go like this. That'll help. See right here? We want this one to be right there. So let's go like this. And see how that looks. Let's see if that'll do it. See, that should load it. That should load this one. Please. Pretty please. We'll see if it'll... Yeah, it's over the center of that one. Cool. All right. And then we should be able to get our beams going. All right. Is there a rock there? There's a rock there. We're going to delete that. Demolish. No, that's logging. What am I thinking? Okay, there we go. All right. I love that it makes a tree crashing sound. That's awesome. Okay. Playing the game of placeholders. And we should be able to back this one up to the front one. Like that. See how that looks. Yeah, that looks good. Let's see if we can get our beams on here. See if it'll land on there. Yep. Cool. There's two. So we need to move. We need to put these back on the... Yeah, we need to put those back on the line. We'll put those back on the siding. And then we'll go... I'm trying to think of how we want to do this. All right. We put these on a straight one. We put these ones on the siding. Yeah. Yeah, that's how we'll do it. Okay, so we're going to put these on the main line, these on the siding. And then we're going to go back and get the other whatchamacallits. Let me see. We're going to have to put... Oh, no, we'll put all of this on the main line. Or the siding, whichever one. And then we'll go... wherever the switch is pointing. We're going to put this one on one, and we're going to drive the... whatchamacallits. I think we're going to need another line to get those past the cordwood cars. I don't think we're going to be able to get the cordwood cars past the other ones. Yeah, okay. I think I know how I can do this. Let me see. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to do the math as we go. But we're gonna put one of these here. If I put all of these here, and then I put the cordwood on the front, can we do that? Maybe. Yeah, we've got. I think we've got pulling power to do that. We'll put the cordwood on the front. All right, we're going to disconnect this. We're going to do that. Disconnect this. Put some more fuel in here. All right. We're going to go forward. And we're going to put in, we got to put this out before we do anything else. Oh, and we need to do this too. There. That needs to be switched. I like that you can enter from the very front. That's cool. So this, we're going to pull back. Yeah. So this is going to go here. We're going to pull this all the way back. All right. There. Okay, brakes. I think the rest of these brakes are off. Yeah, let's double check. Yep, there's no red outline on the map. Okay, so these are going to come back in the middle. Okay, these are going to come back in the middle. And when that comes back in the middle, so if we do this and then we push the other ones into that, then pull it back. Yeah, I think that's what we need to do. Okay. We're going to put the cordwood. Oh, you know what? We have to actually put cordwood on there before we do that, don't we? Okay. I've got it. We're going to go like this. We're going to put the engine in front of the cordwood. We'll get it. We'll get it eventually. It's a puzzle game, right? Because we need to bring the cordwood up and load it up first. We can actually, let me see. Flip this switch here. I mean, we can actually just bring the cordwood all the way up to the thing too. But I think what we want to do is, if we put that on there, yeah, we're going to put this on here. We're going to get this lined up first before we take off with it. And then we're going to flip this switch, and we're going to put a coupler on that one. See, I keep forgetting I can enter Montezuma from all over the place. All right. See, it did it to me again. That weird thing where it's like going upside down or whatever. Okay, so we're gonna, if you can see, we really need one with lights on it, don't we? There we go. Okay. Then we're going to connect this up. All right. That should be good. No. Stop. Okay. We do not want that to hit the that switch. That's one of the switches you can't hit backwards. You cannot hit backwards. Okay. I was about to turn the brakes off. It's a good thing I didn't. So, oh, we got to get going. Okay, we got to go forward with this thing. Okay. All right, we need to go back this way. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come from the other end of this. All right, we're going to put a couple brakes on this. All right, and then we're going to push this back. Wait, you're sitting still. I'm going to fly right in your face. Stupid fly. Okay. See, it's weird. It's there's the coupler. Okay. We're going to go back. We can take the whatchamacallit off too. L? See if it won't get rid of my lantern. Okay. We're going to go like this. We're going to hit that switch. There we go. This other one? Is this other one in the middle? Yes. Okay, that's what we want. And then this one is going to go there for when we eventually go that way. All right. Now we can do this. All right, we're going to go like this, and then we're going to make sure we have, turn that off because it's distracting. All right. There. Okay, and we're going to put the brakes on this one too for right now. All right, so we're going to reverse into this. All right, we'll get this hooked up. There we go. There. All right, we need to get all the brakes. Let's get this moving, first of all. All right, we're going to get all the brakes turned off here. Come on, you can do it. 0, 0. And there were like 3 of them that we turned on, so. Where's all the brakes? Oh, it's on these, okay. All right. Brakes, 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 and brakes. Okay. Now we should be coming this way. We can back these. So what we're going to do is we're going to disconnect those on the main line. We're going to take the cordwood cars, push them onto the main line, disconnect them, and then pull these back onto the siding. And then we can use the engine to go past on the main line to hook up to the cordwood cars. So that's how we're going to do that. All right. A little bit more. We need to get past the foul on here. There we go. All right, let's go put the brakes on these two. We're going to disconnect that. Go back up here. Forward. March. There we go. Okay, we're out of the foul on that one. Okay, so we should be able to disconnect this and hit that brake, and that should be sufficient to hold those. Is that going to hold those? It looks like it's going to hold them. All right, our switch is correct. Yeah, our switch is correct. Okay. Now we can just go hook up our cordwood cars, go get our cordwood, and then pull everything up the hill. All right. All right, we're going to do this. All right, let's see if we've got... Yep, our coupler is empty there. Perfect. Okay. Wanted to make sure. Oh, that's what it was that I was going to mention. I don't think I mentioned it in an episode. I know there was something that I keep forgetting to. So I got a CDL permit. I'm going to drive a bus. All right. I'm going to learn how to drive a bus, and then I'm going to drive a bus. So that's going to be fun. Bus simulator in the real world. All right, big vehicles, right? It's fun piloting big vehicles. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I drove the big Deuce and a Half in the Air Force. That was about the only really big vehicles I've driven. So, and I didn't get too much. I mean, I spent maybe 30 minutes behind the wheel. It was long enough. It was enough to get me a license, and then I drove it like once during a drill. That was it. So, apart from that, I haven't driven any huge vehicles, so that's gonna be fun. But hey, if I can learn how to fly a plane pretty much by myself, then then I can. If I can self-teach to fly a plane, I think I can figure out how to drive a bus with like a training program supporting me and all that. So yeah, so that's gonna be fun. I don't think I'll be able to mount a GoPro on it and post videos. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. I didn't think I'd be that excited to get my permit, but I walked out of the DMV with the permit and was like, I had like perma-smile. I was like this. I like, yeah, I can't stop smiling. You know that look, like when you're playing poker and you get dealt 4 aces and you're just like, stop smiling, have a poker face. You know that feeling. And everybody folds because they see that look on your face and they just fold. Yeah, that look. All right, anyway. So that's exciting stuff. Maybe I'll come home and play Bus Simulator or something. Right. I don't think so. Anyway, we're going to go get our cordwood. Oh man, that shadow. I was looking over this way, and the shadow, when that tree shadow came through, it made it look like the train was tipping over. I think between that and the smoke and the way it was turning, it made it look like the train was tipping over. Like it was all the way over the side. I still love how the train wobbles on these corners. See, these trees are cool. I like these. They did a good job with making them all different and stuff. There are 141 different types of deco, by the way. I don't know how many of those are the removable types. I didn't check that, but yeah, there's 141 types in the saves. The numbers go up to 141 anyway. Oh, you know what? These aren't cordwood. These are logs. Duh. Well, they needed to be up here anyway. Okay, we'll leave them up here. We're not going to load them. We're just going to leave them up here. Okay. I can't believe I did that. I do that. I think it's every game we do that, doesn't it? It's a mistake, so it's not I, it's we. Total screw up. That's we. We screwed up. I won, we screwed up. Right? So, can I... This looks like it's lower too, doesn't it? I'm going to have to make a special thing that comes into here. Yeah, we'll do the cordwood later. We're just going to bring the iron up to the thing. We'll do another trip, I think. Because I could do that. It would... Honestly, it would be more efficient, but gameplay-wise and episode-wise and all that stuff, yeah, we're gonna do it this way. It breaks the episodes up better and all that stuff. So we're just gonna take the hill. This is a 3% grade. We're gonna see if we can coast down a 3% grade. I think we already did that, didn't we? Okay, we're gonna do this then. And I think that was too much, so we're going to try 50%. That's 14, 13, 12. Yeah, see, it's still too much. Come on, brakes. You can do it. Let's see what happens here. Oh man, 3% brake is still enough? Okay. How much regulator? I mean, you wouldn't want to do this in real life because you'd burn the brakes up. They don't have brake. They don't simulate brake heat. We'll see what kind of speed, what kind of regulator we need to overcome the brakes. I can't believe I did that. That's hilarious. Not the down arrow, it's the that. We'll see what 50% does. Just fighting through your own, doing a brake skid down the whole thing. Are the wheels locked? No, they're still spinning. Okay. I think it's only the engine where the wheels lock up. Let's do 35, 34%. Let's see what 34% does. Let's try 40%. Okay, so it looks like 40% is just about neutral. All right. %. See, we get it all figured out by the time we hit the bottom of the hill, right? All right, let's take the brakes off. And we're gonna go that way. Yeah, we're gonna go past it. Okay, we're gonna go past it all. All right, that's cool. We'll go past everything and hook this up. And it looks like we still have our, yep, we still have everything in the back end. Okay, cool. We just need to make sure this one doesn't have it on there. Let's see. It does. It does. I can see it sticking out. Okay. I love that sound. All right. So we're going to take this one out there, and the brakes are on. Okay, cool. We're set. We can go. I mean, we did a little detour to bring the logging cars up. Yeah, I think that's going to be our next thing that we have to, because we don't not only have to buy the cordwood cars, but we also have to build. And we don't have money to buy the logging cars right now anyway. I hate that it does that. I can't just tap the brakes. It's like there's like this big delay. Like, you change the brakes, now you gotta count 1,000, 1 marshmallow, 2 marshmallow, right? Now I'm hungry for marshmallows. But yeah, you gotta, oh man, really? Alright. There. Okay, that'll get us there. And that. Okay. Turn it off. Turn off the regulator. Hit the brakes. We don't need the brakes. Okay. And then we're going to go like this. Did we put 2 of them on? No? Okay, let's double check on here. I don't see any brakes on. I think we're good. All right, let's do it. So we just need to go up to the top of the hill. Did any of those hit? Yeah, they did. Okay, good. All right, let's do it then. The other thing we need to do is we need to build like a turnaround. I mean, we basically built up to the one thing, but we didn't really build a turnaround or any of that stuff. So we're still going to have to build a, I think we even need to build the line for the drop off. So yeah, we're still going to have to do some more building before we get a really complete thing going here. And like I said, we gotta bring the iron down there just so that we can make the money that we need to buy the other cars. So we'll get this going. All right. I always forget to do those. That's going to be cool if they actually start simulating like the buildup of condensation in there and all that. That's a 0.5%. 1% up. I think this is where we hit our like 2%. Yeah. All right, 2%, and that's 1.5 that we're on now. 1%, yeah. Okay. I tried looking up arrows. There's Unicode arrow characters and stuff. They're not in that font. So, and I couldn't find any that do. That are present in this font. So if you know of any, let me know. Because I can go into the save file and edit those characters. I can find those characters and edit them because they're literal strings. It shouldn't be too hard to do. Actually, you know what? No, though, I don't think those strings are in Unicode, are they? Those might just be ASCII strings too. In which case, you wouldn't be able to do. Yeah, I'll have to see. It's one thing if you're just changing a byte in a hex editor, that's easy. If you have to like insert and remove and that kind of thing, it gets a little bit more hairy. It's easier to screw up. And then when you screw up, the way you find out is when you try to load it up in the game and then the game crashes. So it's not quite as fun to do it that way. We'll put it that way. Alright, we'll see if we can get our iron. Our goal is to get our iron loaded and dropped off at the smelter by the end of this episode. That would be really nice. Is that a sign that I put up and then didn't delete? Yeah. Totally. That's fine too. That should drive some people nuts. We'll get some nasty comments about that, right? Delete that! It's driving me crazy! No, I don't think anybody's that crazy. I think I would have eliminated all those people from my audience long ago. Long ago. With the look at it episodes, you know? Okay. Alright. This is our... Yeah, this is our yard here. Okay. The other thing we need to do, I think, is we need to put some... We've got room over here. We need to put some, like, switches and make a little bit of a... yard, you know? Make a little bit of a whatchamacallit here, too. Somewhere. A little bypass or whatever. We can put it right there. We can put it there and make it come out wider or something like that. Alright. Let's see what we've got. See, we're on level ground now. There we go. Alright, and then the front 3 cars, yeah, the front 3 cars are lumber. So we're going to want to get the front 3 cars in front of that. In front of the whatchamacallit. I think we're going to have to break... I think we're going to have to drop off the other stuff first. Yeah, we're going to have to drop off the beams first. Okay. Alright, let's go drop off our beams and our lumber. There we go. Is that gonna... Yeah, that's gonna do it. Let's see. We have 6 lumber. Nice. Alright. Cool. And then we just need to pull up the one more car. And that should be about where we need to... that should be about where we need to be to get our iron going, too. If we get the first car underneath the iron, that would be perfect, too. Right? One more car length? Oh, yeah, that'll work out perfectly. Alright. Let's see how that looks. Are we going to be able to get iron into that one? I think so. Okay, cool. Let's just get this unloaded. So we should have... Well, that's interesting. Did you see that? When I unloaded the lumber, it did 2 at a time. Huh. It unloaded 6 of them from that car, even though there was only 3 of them on the car. Did you see that? Or am I just imagining that? I don't know. Maybe they changed how the industries work? Okay, let's get... How much iron do we have? We have 110. Okay, yeah, we have way more than we can handle. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's see. Oh, we can put 6 in here. Cool. Even better. Maybe it was 2, 4, and 6. I think that might have been what it was for those. Cool. So we can bring 18 iron up there. All right. See if we can do this. This is going to be fun. Because that iron is going to be the heaviest stuff we've moved so far, right? There. And we're going to let this roll back just a little bit. There. Okay, so which thing is that on the map? Oh, that's these two. Okay, that's these two thingies. I get it now, I think. All right. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. We're going to load up. So we want to bring... Okay, we want to bring the car to there. That's where we want it to match. All right. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. And we're pulling it pretty fast, so I don't think we're going to have any issues as far as speed goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yay. Okay. 102. So how much more? We have no lumber. We have 3 beams. Okay. Cool. All right, I think we're good. We can leave these cars here, too. Is there anything that we need to... Oh, you know what? We can bring those up to the top. Because we're not going to need them anywhere else. So, yeah, let's bring them up to the top because we're going to use those to... Yeah, we're going to use those cars. You know what I need to do? Is I need to do this. Signs... Text 3% up. We're going to put a sign up here. There. I think that's actually back there, but yeah. All right. Oh. I did not come in here and do this. I thought I came through and did this already. All right. We definitely need to do that first. Do our logging. We're going to get these out of the way. Is that one going to go? Yep. Okay. I'm not sure if that'll hit, because sometimes those branches hit. So we're going to... Yeah, we cleared it. Okay. Everything else was clear. We stopped there. All right, we're good. That was kind of scary. All right. Hopefully we can get moving on the hill. All right. That's definitely where you empty out the cylinders, clean out the cylinders, right? I've got that in water softener. Our water softener has a, because we have a well, and our water softener has a, what do they call that? Particulate? Not particulate, but you know the sand and that kind of stuff that'll come up through the well pump. But yeah, it's got a vortex filter. And so we have an absolute ton of manganese in our well water, and it like swirls around, and then it builds up on the bottom of that because the heavier stuff, because it slows down as it's going around that, whatever it is, and as it slows down, the heavier stuff drops out, the denser particles. And then they sit at the bottom of the filter, and then it's got like a little valve that you open up to let it shoot all that stuff out. And so it's kind of like the cylinder cocks, because the water condenses in here, and then obviously the water condenses and it's heavier than everything else, so it rolls down to the side. I'm sure those little cylinder cocks are close to the bottom. Wow, this is going to be scary. I forgot about these. Some of these corners are a little sharp. Though we're doing these little baby trains, so we should be okay. All right. That corner definitely needs to be addressed. We'll swing it out wider. There's no reason for it to be that sharp because we're just coming up this open thing anyway. So we'll definitely address that one. Rebuild that soon in the future. We'll have it merge out about right here and have that start the S-curve that way. So we can make it more mild, less of a sharp curve on each end, more of just kind of a diagonal, which means the hill will be slightly steeper than it is now, but that's okay. All right, we can turn off the bell. Really wish we had headlights. Okay, so we're going to do this, and we're going to turn around. We're not going to turn around. We're just going to kind of, you know what I mean. We're going to back up. I'm not sure if they would make like a, if they were doing something like this, if they would make a whatchamacallit. Oh man, that is really dark. I can't see anything. I feel like Woody Woodpecker. I can't see a thing. I don't know if they would make a turnaround, and like if they would bother to put the engine on the other end, you know, make it so that you can swap the engine to the other end of the train. I don't think we're going to be able to make it up this with all these cars. Honestly. I don't think that's going to work. That is way longer. Here, look. The train is this long. This thing is only this long. We're not going to make it up that. So I think what we need to do is we need to make a curve here so that we can make it longer. So we're going to back up just a little bit. Okay, so what we're going to do, before we actually do this, we're going to go like this, and we're going to see how much longer we can make this curve by doing this. See, if we come this way, it's going to be really hard to make it actually go past much of this. I think that's about as far as we're going to get while still keeping the train on the tracks. I think that's about the farthest we're going to be able to get. Okay, so we're going to put an end. We're going to put a bumper on here. There we go. And I still can't see. There's some rocks down here, but those are not the kind of rocks we're going to be able to get rid of. Yeah, see, we're not going to be able to get rid of those rocks. So that's going to be our limit. That's as far as we're going to be able to go, I think. Demolish rails, that one. Now we should be able to... Okay, good. We got some daylight too. All right. I know the engine's going to be the biggest challenge on that, is getting that engine to go. Is it going to make it? I don't know if we're going to make it with all 7 cars. I think we will. I think we will. Let's see. I'm glad this is on level ground. The other thing we could do is we could make this go up just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Okay, yeah, we made it. Barely. But yeah, we can make that climb up a hill. Or we can back this thing off a little bit, I think. Whoops. F2. Okay, so we're going to go back. I'm glad we have the iron in the front by the engine, because that would be a serious problem if we didn't do that. And I don't remember if we did clear out all the trees that we went through. Oh man, yeah, that's pretty crazy. I love it. It's a good solution though, you know? But yeah, I think maybe we can make that come off this way a little bit more, is I think how we can do that. We'll give it more room. Maybe even make just a siding so that if we need to, we can shunt some cars off. But I think if we just make that come out a little bit earlier, then we'll be okay. And this can probably stay closer to the hill too. So there's lots of improvements we can do on these tracks. And that's the nice thing about virtual railroads, is you're not wasting resources, right? Yeah, we'll see what we've got up here, because I'm sensing that we're going to have a bunch of trees in the way. I don't remember if we did. I think I cleared a tunnel through and then we moved the track. Okay. That's 3% down. I think this is like 1% or 2% or something like that. Are those trees in the track? No, they're not. Okay, not yet. That's something, you know, as a train conductor, you always have to watch for trees that have grown through the track while you weren't there. Okay. That's 1%. Okay, so now I think we are on flat ground. Okay, it looks like that tree is okay. Let's just stop here. We're on level ground. Let's see what we've got here. Do we have an... Yeah, this is a little bit extreme. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to clear out some of these. The ones that are in the... The ones that are still in the... whatchamacallit can come out. Is that one gone? There. See, I don't think they're I think they're physics objects still, but they're not colliding with the train. They don't have them colliding with the train. There, that's much better. And then on this side, we want to get this little cluster here of them. Let's see what we've got here. A little bit more. This one. Let's see what that looks like. I think this one needs to go away too. Okay, let's see what this... These are still a little close. We're going to take out this one. This one. Can we... There. Those two. See, there's one up here that still has leaves. Whoa! Oh, I guess they are hitting the cars. They're just not heavy enough to knock them off the tracks. Quite. Oh, maybe they did. Maybe they did a little bit, huh? Just a little bit. All right. We're going to have to pull forward a little bit. Okay, so let's get this one. And then I think we're good. Let's make sure we don't have any more on the track. Oh, yeah, that one definitely needs to go. That one needs to go. Okay, we still don't have our... because that's our output side. That's not our drop-off side. Okay. So we still need to do that. This needs to come forward. All right. I think, yeah, I think that's all we're going to be able to do for today. So that is going to be it for episode 5. Join me in episode 6, and what we'll do is we'll get the rest of our track going. We'll get our turnaround. How much money do we have? We'll see how much money we have. What we're going to do is we're going to put a switch right there that can go out to the other side, so we have a nice wide thing to get there. And yeah, let's see here. And then we're gonna get our track over at the cordwood done. But yeah, we'll get this done up right. So we're gonna go a switch to the right. Yeah, it's gonna be a switch to the right. So this'll come out that way, and we're gonna make that come out to the thingy. So yeah, that's gonna be it for episode. What is this? I think we'll probably even put a 3-way or something and make a siding over here too. But yeah, that's gonna be it for episode 5. Join me in episode 6. We'll get this unloaded. We'll get our cordwood, and we'll see you then. Later.